last evening, I was actually, contemplating on this, and very, very interesting topic to understand that while we see cause and effect in a lot of things, and a few of us do understand that our good karma leads to, good events happening in my life, and bad karma leads to bad events happening in my life. It seems like some, SAP registered accounting system, the karma, which is, ensuring that the balance sheet is always balanced. So what I was wondering was that, for example, a person were to meet an accident and die. So the soul leaves the body. So you would say that the karmas of the person were at play because the ayu, the lifespan of that particular person ended. Hence, he met with an accident. So now I'm asking you one thing. Did my karmas get the car with which my car collided on the road? My karma created the pothole on the road. My karma got the dog or the beggar coming on the way because of which we swayed. My karma got the driver of the other car, dozing off. So is my karma capable of doing so many things, or does the car have its own karma? I mean, the living beings may have their own set of karmas, but do the karmas talk to each other? Huh? Is there an API in my karma which integrates with all the other APIs of all the world and other chiefs? And then they are working in tandem to ensure that this accident does happen, because even if the driver is going to get hurt, or the dog is going to die, or that ant also is going to die along with me, which is on the road, so many elements have to work in tandem, in a perfect synchronization, to ensure that nobody is, you can say, not getting something he doesn't deserve. So, which leads me to the thought that when we are talking about this entire world, which is made of Pudgal, isn't it? Pudgal, which is the non-living matter. Because a car does not have life for sure. I know that. The road does not have life. I know that. But the car is colliding. For all you know, in certain circumstances, even this might be the case that the driver was fine and I was fine and everything was fine and no beggar and no dog. But there was a glitch in the car, the system, the brakes got stuck. Who is controlling that car? And if the car itself is capable of getting stuck, then how does the car decide when to get stuck? Why now? Why when I was on the road? Why when my car was just behind that car? So you're getting the question. There is something at play. And that's something what I can think of with the reference of all our Jain Shastra is that Pudgal works in a cyclic fashion, which is called Pudgal Paravartan. Because, I mean, there may be n number of permutations and combinations, n number of things which can be different, but end of the day, the logic on which Pudgal is defined, while that logic may stay, which means that my karmas are ensuring what happens to this body or the circumstances of the body, but my karmas cannot regulate the fate of the car or the road. How is that practically possible? Just think about it. How is that stimuli happening when you are in space and your rocket collides? I mean, are my karmas reaching so far and wide? It's impossible. How can they create that cause and effect in the other elements which it is not connected with? I mean, my Atma, my soul's Pradesh, the area where my soul is, the karmas are there in the same area. So it makes sense. But with other elements, it does not make sense. So the answer is that because Pudgala is working in a certain cycle, that is called Pudgal Paravartan. Hence, whatever is happening in that cycle, because it is in a certain fashion the way it is working, whoever else gets involved in this cycle moves in the same fashion.